The curriculum component in eDoctrina allows users to create unit plans, lesson plans, and pull curriculum reports, such as scope and sequence reports and a curriculum map. To begin, I'll first click on the Unit Plan main button on the home screen. This will bring me to my unit's main page. I can tell the page I'm on because of the heading in the top left corner. The gold Insert button allows me to create a brand new item from scratch. Users also have the ability to mass copy units and lessons. This allows teachers to create units and lessons for one school year and then roll them over into the following school year. Below these buttons is our filter pane, which allows users to find items that have already been created. Below the filter pane is our list view of units that have already been made in eDoctrina. Some of the common action buttons you'll see throughout the program. The Edit pencil allows you to edit an item that's already been created. Users have the ability to individually copy units, lessons, and assessments. You could also print your units, and all the way over to the right is where you can delete your units. For a quick preview of how to set up a unit, I'll edit one of our pre-existing units in eDoctrina by clicking on the Edit pencil to the left of the unit name. This is going to open my unit editor, and the first section I'll be brought to is the General tab. Anything marked with a red asterisk is a mandatory field, along with the description box over to the right. Users have the option to allow their team members to edit their units. If this box is checked, then other teachers that teach the same course can edit this particular unit. Once the general information has been filled out, users will scroll down to the Standards section. This area allows users to filter to find standards that they would want to include in their unit. First, I'll begin by searching for math standards and the New York Common Core Learning Standards set. I can filter by substandard to make my list a bit more manageable. Once I find a standard I'd like to include, it's an easy click, drag, and drop to the left-hand box. Any standards in this box are standards that have already been linked onto the unit. Users also have the ability to unwrap or break down the standards they've included on the unit, so they can create personalized, student-friendly I-CAN statements. This unit can then be linked to lessons as well as assessments. So whatever this unit is linked to, your standards and your I-CAN statements will follow. Moving on down to the next section is where the content of your unit will be entered. Based on the headings you see above each text box, users will enter information that goes with their unit. After the content section, the linking of assessments and lessons can occur. Users are able to link pre-existing assessments to brand new units, or they also have the option to create a brand new assessment or create a brand new lesson right from within this unit. When your work is completed, if you want to print your unit, navigate to the top right corner, select the Print Unit button, and your unit will look just like this. General information up at the top, your unit description, your main headings, and then the last section will show your standards, and if any standard was unwrapped or broken down into a personalized I-CAN statement, those I-CANs will show to the right of the standard they are linked to. Closing out of this unit plan, next I'll navigate to our lesson plan screen. The repetition of screens in eDoctrina is extremely helpful, and the benefit of knowing your way around the unit planning screen is that the lesson planning screen is practically a mirror image. One feature that's available within the lesson planning screen is the ability for teachers to view their lessons in either a list view or to switch to a calendar view. You can decide whether you want to see your lessons for one entire month, by week, or just for one day. You can also color code your lessons, depending on how you want to organize them. The great thing about our calendar view screen is that it's completely interactive. So if something needs to be changed quickly, you can click, drag, and drop it to the next day, and all the information will follow. Our two curriculum reports can be found under the Reports button in the main menu bar by selecting Planning Reports and then either choosing Scope and Sequence or Curriculum Map. Our Curriculum Map report allows you to select multiples. After selecting the year, I can choose to show multiple grade levels. Currently I have 2nd, 3rd, and 4th selected, along with multiple subject areas. I've chosen to select ELA, Math, and Science. Finally, the last column allows you to choose what you want to show on the Curriculum Map report. Standard descriptions would be any ICANN statements that were unwrapped from state standards. Essential questions and content are two of the main headings within the content section of your unit plan. Once these filters have been selected, you can scroll down and look at your information directly on your eDoctrina screen. Or if you navigate back up to the top of the screen, you can export this report to Excel or as PDF. The second curriculum report can be found by taking the same path, Reports, Planning Reports, and selecting Scope and Sequence. The same steps will be made here. You'll go through your filters, selecting your course, year, and the grade and subject you would like to pull. The Scope and Sequence report puts your units in order by start and end date. You can also look at this report directly in eDoctrina, or you have the options to export it to Excel or as a PDF. If you'd like to see your ICANN statements that were unwrapped from standards, you can choose to show standard descriptions. Now, you'll notice in the standards column to the right, my ICANN statements will be displayed in just a little bit smaller font.